The Chicago Bears are trying to fill in the void left by the injury of Tariq Cohen. We have just signed running back Lamar Miller to a practice squad deal. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. I hope all of you are doing well, getting ready for a weekend. It's going to be a fun one because the Chicago Bears have a chance to go 4-0 this weekend for the first time in like a long time. So I'm really excited for this game. I'm kind of depressed. The White Sox are no longer in the playoffs. You Cubs fans are probably pretty sad too. But we still got the Bears, okay? The 3-0 Bears. They're the only source of happiness for me right now when it comes to sports. So, speaking about the Chicago Bears, man, we just signed running back Lamar Miller to a practice squad deal. So, it's going to be for the minimum contract, not for a lot of money, pretty much a risk-free deal. And, Lamar Miller is going to get a chance to prove himself and crack this rotation after the loss of Tariq Cohen, which, guys, Tariq Cohen was honestly a very big loss because Tariq Cohen played a huge role in the passing game and in the run game as well to some extent. So far this year, we haven't seen him, or we had not seen him use like an insane amount as we did in like 2018, but he was having a better start to 2020 than he did 2019. It was looking like he might have a bounce back season. We're unfortunately not going to be able to see if he can replicate that success from 2018. In 2018, the reason our offense was pretty explosive was in part due to Tariq Cohen when it came to his ability in the receiving game and also as being a change of pace back. I mean, he was all over the field making plays, being our second leading receiver on the entire team. And he also had tremendous special teams value as well. He made the Pro Bowl in 2018 as a punt returner. So, we're losing one of the best punt returners in the game right now. It's going to negatively impact our special teams, returning the kicks. It's going to be hard to fill that void. I mean, I've seen that Anthony Miller might do that, which I'm not a big fan of, guys. Sending your oft-injured wide receiver 2 to be a punt returner, not the best idea in my opinion, but, we'll see what happens. But either case, I'm just trying to say that Tariq Cohen was utilized all over the field. He was, pretty much a guy that it's going to be hard to replace what he did, and no one guy can replace him completely, which leads me to the signing of Lamar Miller. Okay, Lamar Miller, he's 29 years old right now. He's had, a decent amount of success in his career. He's been spending time with the Dolphins, the Texans. He's a veteran running back. He's 29 years of age, so he's getting really up there in age. Most running backs are not that effective after age 28. So, age might be a concern for him. And he's also coming off a torn ACL, so he didn't play the entire 2019 season, which is absolutely huge, guys. I mean, at this age with the torn ACL, it's going to be really hard to come back from that. But, maybe he can. Who knows? If I go through his career, he's had some incredible seasons in the past. I mean, with the Dolphins and with the Texans. With the Dolphins in 2014, he had 1,100 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. With the Texans in 2016, he had over 1,000 yards as well, 5 rushing touchdowns. And the last year he played in 2018 with the Texans, that was his first Pro Bowl year of his career. So he had 973 rushing yards in 2018 and also 5 rushing touchdowns as well. Now, he's never really been a big factor in the receiving game, at least comparing him to other receiving backs. Now, he did have a great 2015 when it came to catching the ball. He had almost 400 yards receiving, so that season was pretty great by him. But other than that, he hasn't had many years with above 200 receiving yards. So this is not a guy that's going to fully replace Tariq Cohen because he's not the same type of back as Tariq Cohen. He's more of an all-around type of back, more of a traditional workhorse type of back. He has shown the ability to break some big runs through. Now, at this age, at age 29, after coming off a torn ACL, I don't think he's going to have the same explosiveness, the same agility, the same power as he did before. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. I don't think this guy is going to be like a replacement for Tariq Cohen because they're nowhere near the same type of back, obviously. They're not going to be used the same way in this offense, but he could still split some carries with Montgomery and, be a nice number 2 back because currently we only have Cordero Patterson behind Montgomery, and that's probably not, adequate for this run game because this run game has been having a lot of success to begin this year. I mean, our offensive line has been a lot better when it comes to run blocking, especially on the inside. I mean, all of our inside zone plays seem to be going for like 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. So adding a veteran running back in Lamar Miller for some depth, I'm not the biggest fan of because I do have to again point out that this guy is 29 years old. He's coming off a torn ACL. Like, I don't think he's going to be anywhere close to the same player he was in 2018, just going based on history. I mean, most running backs after age 28, they're nowhere near as good as they were before. So we're going to have to see what he has left in the tank. Maybe he could prove me wrong and be, a nice second back. But as of now, I'm thinking that you might want to give a chance to Artavis Pierce instead of Lamar Miller, because Artavis Pierce, he's an undrafted free agent, but he's super young. He has a lot more explosion, obviously, a lot more speed. He has youth on his side, and he's way more of a receiving back than Lamar Miller is. I mean, go back and watch his tape in college. He had a great ability to catch the ball. He was pretty explosive in the open field, so kind of similar to Tariq Cohen. Now, he's not going to be able to replace that completely. He is a rookie right now, an undrafted rookie, and he's going to have to compete for snaps with the other guys we have on this offense. But if he can reach the heights that he did in college this year, I mean, he could be a really great replacement for Tariq Cohen. A better one, in my opinion, than Lamar Miller. But still, this Lamar Miller signing, it's pretty much risk-free. It's only a practice squad deal. So if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't really matter. Let me know what you guys think about the signing down below in the comments. As always, bear down.